Now let's take an overview to Kali Linux 2023. So let's start from here. Okay, this is the first part. Okay, when I hit this thing in the left corner, app left corner, you see that it shows me the workspaces. Here is one of these workspaces, and here another one. This is very important when you're trying to use or open a lot of program and your desktop is kind of messy and you want to move to another workspace. It is very easy. Okay, you can scroll your middle mouse to move through them. Okay, so here just imagine I open this terminal and I do some kind of stuff here, and then I move back to the here. Right now I don't have that open. Okay, and I open something else here, and then I move back to here. So it is one of the goodness of having workspaces. In older version it was kind of different. Okay, we had here, I think, or maybe in here, it is kind of different. Now it is more different than that. So also we have application. So in favorite are those that's added into your favorite. For example, I'm using a lot of the time from terminal, so this is in here, and also the file, text editor, Firefox. Sometimes I'm using Metasploit framework, Wireshark, Burpsuite, Cherry Tree. These are added into your favorite. So these are the programs that is in the favorite. And also this from number 1 to number 14, actually this is the whole blueprint of complete ethical hacking. So the first thing you need to do, or the first thing we are going to do, or a hacker is going to do, he or she is going to start gathering information. So if you want to gather information, you can use this program like Nmap, which is very famous. A lot of people is using that. Multigo, all this stuff. Okay, people are using it for gathering information. So after you gathered your information, now it is time for vulnerability analysis. So for vulnerability analysis, again, we can use this program, or for web application analysis, these programs. Okay, for database, password, wireless Wi-Fi T or Wi-Fi River, iCrackNG, and also these three I use them a lot. Okay, I never used these three, but I used iCrackNG, River, Wi-Fi T, and one more. There was Cracker, firm Wi-Fi Cracker. I don't know if I used this or not. Okay, by the way, also we have reverse engineering, we have exploit tools, a lot of program. Okay, that people use it a lot. Okay, and also about Chrome app, maybe you don't have it. If you have it, that is okay. These are the programs that I usually use it with Chrome app. You may not have the Chrome install, you may use Firefox. For me it is added here because I use Chrome. Okay, sometimes I install the Chrome into Kali Linux, so I use it sometimes. And also usual app, you don't have it, maybe actually I don't have it, and maybe you don't have it too. But about Wine, this Wine is a program that makes that enable Kali Linux or Linux distribution to install Windows application. So here I installed the Wine in my Linux system, and now I can use these programs. You see, I installed Bandicam driver, Womic, and also this program. If you want to uninstall it, you can easily come and uninstall that from here. And also you see we have Notepad++ here. If you go to Notepad++ website, you will see that there is no version for Linux distribution, but I installed that using Wine, and now I can use it here. Okay, it is very good text editor. A lot of people using it. Okay, see, Okay, so by the way, it was about application, and also we have places. This places is also like clicking into this file explorer or files. This place is also just like that. You can have access to home, document, download music and computer, and also browse network and a lot of things. When you come back here, from here you can enable the do not disturb, and also you have access to a calendar and some details. And this one is my video recorder. Okay, I use Kazam for this operating system, so this is that one. If I click this, you will see that something pop up in the left corner that I can pause the recording or I can finish it. And when I click here, we have more details and important details here. The first one is about charging. You see that it's not charging, and it has 35% charge. And this one very important. Okay, if I click on that, you will see that I can take a screenshot. So the first part, when I click that, you will see that I am selecting a part. Okay, and then I can take a snapshot or a screenshot, sorry. And also there is a screen. Okay, this will take the whole screen. And the other one is about window. Okay, let me take another, and now let me show you how to take a screenshot from only window. So now you see that it's selected automatically this terminal. Now I can take a screenshot. So you see we have this one, and we can move it around, we can use it very easy. Okay, and also, sorry, okay, it is the one I took, okay, from the whole screen, and this is the other one that I selected. And this one, it will lock your computer. This one turn off and do a lot of things about your computer. This is about for microphone, okay, and this too. And from here I can use it to, I can enable it to use my computer microphone or the one that I'm using it externally. And also I can go to window sound setting, and here you see we have Wi-Fi's. Okay, I'm connected to ISP, and also you can see all the network from here. And I have Bluetooth, power mode, power saver on now. Okay, we can enable the night mode or the night light, and also I can enable the dark style. Sometimes it is very good while you're using it and it's not harming your eyes. You see it is right now white, okay, theme. And if I enable the dark style, you see that it is now dark. And also I can enable the airplane mode, so I will not be able to connect to any network. So, and from here you see we have some application here, which is the favorites. Okay, you can find that from here too. You see terminal, files, text editor, cherry, and that is all in here. And when I click in this in here, you see I can find all and everything that is installed into my Kali Linux. I can find them here. That's also very good. And sometimes if you need to find something very complex and that is you're not able to find it, you can come here and search about that. For example, I am going to search about something like Bandicam. You see that is here, or about the dictionary, which was Babylon. Okay, see we have the Babylon here. Good. We have done it all, I think. So it was about overview of Kali Linux 2023. And also if you right click on this tab, you will see that we have a new folder. We can create new folder, we can select a lot of things from here. If there is something, we can arrange icons. Okay, we can arrange it by these tabs. Okay, show desktop in files, it will open the desktop into a window like this. Okay, and also we have open a terminal. We can change the background. You see right now my background image is keyboard. Okay, you can change it from here, change background. Okay, and also I have desktop icon setting. From here you can add some changes into the desktop icon. And also we have display setting, that you can do something with the display. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture. Finish recording. Bye bye. Hi, welcome back. Here in this Kali Linux, let's go first learn something about this Kali Linux. Okay, some command, okay, that we are going to use through the course, and very common. These are very common that we are going to use it a lot, so you need to learn them. Okay, first I have to tell you that in Kali Linux we have two kind of user. Okay, right now we have a normal user and we have a super user. A normal user is only able to read some of file, edit some of the file, but not all the files. That the super user is able to edit, delete, and do everything with the system. So right now I am a normal user. If I want to be a super user, in Windows we call it administrator, I use this command. Okay, sudo su and then hit enter. Right here maybe it will ask for password. If it asks, so you write Kali. Okay, that is the password for this Kali mission right now. And right now you see that I am root, that means I am the super user. Okay, if I want to exit, I use exit command. Now if I use clear, so it will clear that terminal. So there is another command we're going to use that is called pwd. Pwd is a command that shows the current directory, your location right now, where you located, in which directory, it will show you that. So right now you see I am located in home, then Kali, and if I use pwd, so it show me this one. And there is another command called ls. Ls stands for list, I think. Okay, and if you use it, it will list all directory that is located where you located. Okay, so in your location, and you can use at some other places. For example, you located in home directory and you want to see what is inside document. Again, you can use it very easy like this: ls home, and you see we are inside home, we have Kali. And if I use Kali and then for example desktop, okay, and hit enter, you see we have nothing on desktop right now. Okay, so it is how we can use ls. There is another command that is called cd. Cd stands for change directory. Okay, for example, I'm trying to go to document folder. Okay, so I use cd document and hit enter. Ls, here is nothing, you see my location, it is document. If I use pwd, which is showing my location right now, current location, it is into document folder. If I go back, so I use cd and then 2 dot, okay, and now I am back where I was. There is one another command which is very important, that is called man. Okay, this man command will show you all information about other command that you want. For example, I want to use okay, ls, that is here. I'm going to see all information about ls. I don't know how to use it, for example, so I use man ls, and then it will give me information that how can I use. You see here we first use ls and then add an option here, and then name of the file or location of the file. You see we can use a or all. It says do not ignore enter starting with a, author, b, flag size, c, we have if, g, g, h, si, and a lot of things here. We have l here, use a long listing format. Okay, and okay, here's a lot of things that you can read if you need it. Okay, and if you're somewhere, okay, about some command, so you can use it. So now I hit q and then it quit that. So it was it. Okay, and also another important information is how we can install something like some application into Kali Linux. we can use apt apt-get, then install name of the application like Terminator. Terminator is not an application right now. Okay, now if I hit enter, it must install it. Okay, but right now you see that it is telling me that permission denied. That is because I'm not the super user and I'm not allowed to install any application to Kali Linux. Okay, so I have to be super user. How can I be super user? So I use sudo and then this command, or sudo su, hit enter. Now I use apt-get install, for example, update or Terminator, or let's say apt-get update. I want to update this. Okay, so now it will start updating this. Okay, so you need to have network connection while you're updating and while you're installing some application or something in it. Okay, so it was how you can use some basic command. Okay, and if you're trying to follow the Linux course, it is not going to be a Linux course. Okay, it is a Python course, so we are going to learn this simple steps, simple commands, because we need it. Okay, and maybe in the future the full package for Linux, Kali Linux penetration testing with Kali Linux will come. I will record it. Okay, and if not, so it's okay. Right now it is enough, and we will learn a lot of things through the course. And let's go for the next lecture. Now I'm going to show you how you can change your Kali Linux password, or Linux password at least. Before, in previous or in older version of Kali Linux, when you install it, you were the root user. Okay, this was root color, and also sometimes it was root here or in here, Kali and then root, and you had the highest privilege to do any kind of thing. But now it is kind of different. Okay, you are a guest user here or a simple user whenever you are trying to use it as root or as administrator. So you should use sudo su and then hit enter and then give the password, which is Kali, and now you are root and Kali. Okay, so the default password nowadays for Kali Linux is Kali, the username and also the password. This both is Kali, but it is not very good to all the time use this Kali password because it is not safe. Okay, if someone accesses your root account, and it can do a lot of things with your computer or with something that you're controlling. For example, you're controlling a server, or you're doing a lot of stuff with your root user, and a hacker who can access your Kali root user, so the person will be able to do a lot of bad stuff with your computer. So it is good to change the password for this. Okay, so you need to use pass wd and then hit enter, and it is asking for new password. So I type the password and it is not showing that in terminal, and then I hit enter. It is asking for retyping, so again I retype it, and then you see that it says password updated successfully. That means now the password is changed to something else. Okay, it's not Kali anymore. Now I can use it and others cannot use it. That is one of the goodness of having this Kali Linux. Okay, let's exit this. Now I'm a simple user, so use sudo su and then hit enter. Now I am root, and again exit, simple user. And also if you want to run some command from this simple user, so you just use sudo, for example, apt update. Okay, I want to update this, so I use sudo apt update, so it will start updating my system. If I do not use the sudo here, and if I cancel it by using Control-C, and then I use apt update and hit enter, it will tell me that permission denied because I'm not allowed to do this. So it is another goodness of Kali Linux. Without going to root user, you can use this sudo command, which is very magical command keyboard, and you can do this. Okay, very easy. A lot of things you can do with sudo, actually everything in your whole life. Okay, if you ask something from your friend and he or she rejected, just add sudo at the beginning. Okay, just kidding. So see you in the next lecture.